Okay, hello everyone. This is the video tutorial for your text tool project. So I have the instructions in Google Classroom. So you basically need to just follow the instructions for this because I'm not going to do step-by-step video instructions for this project since I already did text practice 1 and 2 with you. So I want you basically to just look at this paper here and make sure that you are understanding that your rubric is you're just to create create a poster with one word typed at least 10 different times. So that's really the requirement. The only other requirement is to fill your paper. So, and then some people had questions about, can you use 2 words? So if you're using a person's name, yes, you can use first and last name, or if you're using a city like Los Angeles, yes, you can use 2 words for that. Okay, so basically you're just going to follow along the instructions here. The title of the project is going to be called Text Tool Project, space, last name, first name. And then you're going to make it any size that you want. So I'm going to have you pick your size. And then in here, you can see all of the instructions for doing different things. You don't have to do all of them. I want you to just know that they're here in case you need to refer to how to do it. Okay, so these are the instructions here. In Google Classroom, you'll also notice that I gave you a bunch of amazing projects from my past students. So if you look here and get ideas about what kind of background you want to do, or do you want to start with the picture? Do you want to start just making it your own graphics in the back? So here's a bunch of different ideas, and they're all very, very different and all super amazing. So anyway, have fun looking at them. And let's see what else. And then I also gave you a video tutorial for Stranger Things text effect here. If you are interested in doing that just on your own free time, I know that's a really popular thing, especially when Stranger Things comes out. We're always watching that at the beginning of the video. And then, of course, here's my favorite Papyrus Saturday Night Live video clip. So you have it to watch over and over again. Super funny. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to get you started. Since I don't, you're going to basically just look at this for your requirements. Okay. And your basically instructions. Okay. But in here, I wanted to show you basically how you're going to start. You're either going to start one of 2 ways. You're either going to start file new. And if you do file new, I do want to tell you that in 2020 version, if you look up here, you can see that they give you different templates or different sizes, okay, for photos. If you're going to do it as a photo, then these are the sizes they are giving you. If you're going to make it a printed copy and you want to do it print paper or tabloids, legals, all these different things, and then come down here to your templates. If you're going to do it just for the web, they also give you popular presets up here. So anyway, so I basically want you to decide which one you want to do. Okay, so go through them, get to know them. And I'm just going to do print. So I'm just going to do a regular 8.5 by 11. So it's going to be over here. You're going to call this text practice. No. Text project. No. Oh my gosh. Text tool. Sorry. I'm losing it. Text tool project. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Text tool project space, last name, first name, and then P12345 Okay. Text tool project. That's the title. Space, last name, first name, P12345 Your size, whatever you decided to do, just make sure that it's not too big with your inches or else it's going to be hard for you to export it. Okay. And since this is for print, you can see that the resolution is set to 300. I'm just going to do 150. But if I was printing it, definitely 300 probably be the better choice. RGB white. Okay. And then hit create. Okay, so basically, if you're starting it, you're just going to so if you're just starting from file new, you're going to do it like that. and then you're going to make a new layer, and then you can decide what do you want to put on your bottom layer. I would say maybe start with the gradient is a good place to start. You have all your gradient choices in your folders. I'm just going to go ahead and select this one here, hit OK, and then you guys can basically decide how you want to do it. You could do something like that. You can come over here, maybe do something like that, and so on and so on. So you guys can decide how you want to do that. And then you have your background, and then you go ahead, make your layer, and then start typing your word over and over again. And I just want you to have fun with this project. I really want you to get to know the type tool well. That's why we're doing this. And I'm just going to let you be super creative with how you do it. Okay. Just make sure that you are learning and having fun. Okay. So that's what I want you to do. And let's see what else. Okay. So that's if you start it from new. If you actually have a picture that you want to use as your background, I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you have a picture that you want to start with, you're going to start it a different way. You're going to actually go File, Open. So if you have your picture saved on your desktop or wherever you have it, you can find it, open your picture up. Okay, and the picture that was on my desktop is now on my background. So I'm going to turn my background off, and I want you to notice that the picture is here. Well, number one, I don't like this white edge here, so I'm basically going to crop it a little bit. I'm just going to come in here and crop that white edge off. I do not like that. Just want to come in a little bit. Let's see if that does it. Oh, I'm going to do a little bit more over here. Don't want it to go that. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Okay, and let's see how that looks. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now what I want you to do is notice if you start making your new layers on top and you start typing your word, let's say I'm going to type the word sunset over and over again, or beach or something like that. I start typing my words, and then I don't want my picture to be so dominating. I come here to my picture, and then I bring my opacity down. But then look what happens when I bring my opacity down. It looks like that. You're like, wait a minute, what's happening? So you don't want that to happen. So basically what you want to do is you want to make a new layer, and basically you're going to hit the D key. I would say make the one layer black, Option Delete, drag that down below your picture. Okay, and then make another new layer, and then let's just make this one white for now. And then the shortcut for doing on your background is Command Delete. So now I have white and black underneath my picture. And then know that layer 1 and up would be all my layers where I type my word sunset. Okay, so I just want to talk to you about your picture. So let's say I have all my layers, and I have sunset typed all over the place, and I have 10 layers on top, and the sunset, I have all these layers with the word sunset. So, but I want to bring my picture down. So you can come over here to your picture and bring your opacity down, right? So if I bring my opacity down, okay, it looks like that. Well, that's not, that's sort of hurting my eyes, right? Because it's too light and maybe too bright, and then maybe your words on top might be too much. So I would say sometimes the white is going to be good for you, but other times I would say instead of using white, I would maybe use a gray instead. So let me put gray there. And oh, you know what? Let me do that back. Let me do Command Delete. Okay, so here's a gray. So you can see it's not as bright as the white, right? So I could come up here and bring my opacity up a little bit more. Okay, and it's a little bit more subtle than 100%, looks like that. So if I bring it down, okay, it's better than just it being on white. If I turn off my gray and just have it on my black, I feel like that's a little bit easier on my eyes. I can still bring my opacity down some. I can come over here and start scrolling through here, start seeing what I could do with my blend modes. Okay, so I want you to know hard light is not so bad, but depends on what kind of words you have on top. So I would say stick with maybe the normal up here, and then so basically scroll through your blend modes, okay? So now I just want to make sure that you know how to do that. So if you don't have anything underneath your picture and you bring your opacity down, it's going to look weird, like it's going to look like that. So you don't want that to happen. So I would say put something underneath your picture, bring your opacity down, and then start playing with your words on top, okay? So that's how you're going to start it. So you're either going to start it with file new or file open, okay? And then I just want to go over all the instructions again with you. So basically what I want to tell you is I want you to come up with something creative. I don't want you to worry so much about your making sure that you fulfill the 10 requirement with typing the word 10 times. I just want you to type it in a way where you are learning how to use the type tool, and you're just exploring and really showing me effort and showing me that you're thinking outside the box and that you're, being creative with it. So don't get stuck on that number 10 and make it just like stop at 10. Maybe sometimes you have to make it, more than 10. This student here has it more than 10. And, they really showed me that they were really trying to be creative with their words here. Okay. And once again, the student here typed it on a path and made it a lot more than 10. So you can probably count how many times the student used this word here, has a great background picture, used the lens flare here to make a focal point, really did a good job, really thought this out. Here, the student, once again, really explored using the word fire, put it inside the letters, great, have a great background, made the word fire really big in the background, and just showed me that they were really exploring how to use the type tool. And then this student here showed me that they were just basically just having fun with typing the word goals over and over again and just really trying to explore all the possibilities with different color arrangements, different filters, different adjustment layers, and showing me that they, pretty much had fun overlapping, filling the paper, and doing creative things. Okay. So that's basically what I want you to do. I want you to, just try to do something and think outside the box. How can you make the viewer feel your word? Okay. So that's it. So that's all I need you to do. And remember to look at the instructions on your instruction sheet for your requirements. Okay. So, and then after you do that, you're going to file, you're going to save it first as a Photoshop file, and then you're going to export it and submit it. Okay. That's it. So that's all I have for you. And thanks for watching. See you in school. Bye.